What's up, guys? Welcome to the first ever Ask PokerStaples show. Thank you so much for checking it out. If you guys have any questions today, tomorrow, this week, whatever, all you have to do is ask them on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, down in the YouTube comments using the hashtag AskPokerStaples, and maybe I'll get to them. Quick update before we launch into today's show, the first ever. I'm sick here at Reno, so that's why there hasn't been vlogs coming out. I've been in this room, except for a couple hours of day 2 of the main event, pretty much the whole time, so it sucks. I hate getting sick on trips. I think I just need to get healthier, and hopefully it won't be an issue anymore, but yeah, that's where I've been, so sorry for the lack of vlogs, but I'm trying to, create this new show and create something interesting for you guys stuck up in my room anyways. So, I pulled 6 questions here. The first one we have is from Max Rotko, at Max Rotko on Twitter. And this is from a while ago, because I sent out a tweet saying, like, hey, I'm going to shoot the show, didn't end up doing it, now I'm doing it. How would you present poker as working experience for a person/job you are applying for? Which is a question that you get a lot in poker. If I was presenting poker to, say, like a business, the first thing I think you need to know is what business is it going to be for. You're going to have a much different approach if you're, applying for a Fortune 500 company than if you're applying for a startup. But universally, I would sort of highlight some of the things that I think poker players learn as they play the game. So you learn to manage money, you learn to manage your schedule and sort of figure that out. You need really great skills in sort of empathy and understanding other people's perspectives so you can play well against them. You develop a bunch of different skills that aren't immediately apparent on the face of it if you don't understand poker, but if you could develop this idea of, here are the things that I learned in the game that I think has made me a more skilled person, because essentially you're running a business, right? If you're a professional poker player, you're running a business, and it's not just the actual skills in the business, but all of the work around it that also is a big part of it. I would view it as an upside for most companies. For myself personally, if there's a company that didn't really see it as valuable, I don't think that would be the company for me anyways, but yeah, so that's what I'd do. I'd highlight the things where I think I've learned something new about the world. Alright, next question. James Carter, bracket Lurch. With Twitch being a place to help grow poker, how big can it get via Twitch, and what will it take to get there? Good question, James. Twitch poker is relatively new. We're almost 2 years into it now. And I think it's going to be the #1 driver for online poker growth unless something crazy happens. There's just like a ton of exposure there, there's a ton of hours being watched, a ton of engagement. So I really think the game of poker will grow a lot from Twitch. How big? Your guess is as good as mine. I know content creators such as myself are just doing our best to create interesting and fun streams that people enjoy watching. So I think it's going to depend based on probably how much the companies that support us, so for me PokerStars is my sponsor, how much online poker companies and live poker companies sort of buy into Twitch poker as a concept and fund it and help it, and then also Twitch itself. As long as Twitch still believes in the project, I think we're going to continue to see it grow. So I don't know how big, but I think it's going to be a pretty big factor. Question now from the YouTube comments. I pulled some from the YouTube comments because I didn't throw out the Ask PokerStaples thing yet. Why Kevin not uploading on his channel? Good luck from Brazil, bro. Thank you so much, man. Kevin is here. He didn't bring his vlogging equipment. Haven't talked to him much over the last 40 hours. Has been sleeping a bunch. But don't worry, he is alive and well, and he is excited about everything, okay? So Kevin will get back to vlogging. Guys, he's my roommate, so check out a link to his channel in the description down below. He has really great stuff. Okay, a question from Yale, Mr. Staples. The paintings were to get, they so sexy, the bird yum yum. I love that. That's, you hit that. The paintings you're probably referring to, which you can't see because I'm not at home, are from Mark Alante. You can get them at society6.com, and that's the guy you're looking for. Liquid Memoria on Twitter. What's up, man? Regular viewer of the Twitch stream. Just bought a t-shirt, actually. As good as this past year's been, if you could change one thing about it, big or small, what would it be? Hashtag Ask PokerStaples. Topical. I may be a little bit biased because I'm sick right now, but health would definitely be #1. Something that I've always struggled with, and we're continuing to struggle with up to this point. We've made steps in that I hired a personal trainer, 2 personal trainers actually, about 2 months ago, and we're working out 5 days a week, which is great. Our sort of personal assistant at home, me and Kev have, is cooking some better meals and stuff for us, so I would have made those changes earlier on. to sort of get into better shape faster. I've gotten sick on like 5 or 6 trips over this past year, which is too many. You know, it's really frustrating when I come to an event like this and all I want to do is just like create some awesome content and engage with the people that are there, you know, and this is sort of like my time away from the grind that is streaming 40 hours a week. And to get sick on these trips fairly frequently is frustrating, so that is like the number one thing that needs to be fixed for me, is I need to be much healthier, and you know, you guys will share in that journey with me. We're making the steps, we're on the road, so now it's just like following through. And the last question from John Lombard: what's your thoughts on online re-entry poker tournaments? Would you fire multiple bullets? Ask PokerStaples. So online re-entry poker tournaments are interesting. I view them sort of as each an individual tournament, right? If I bust out of the tournament, me deciding to enter again has no bearing on what happened before, right? So I don't find it to be a big deal to re-enter. I do think that better players are going to re-enter more than weaker players, so you're going to see a slightly higher frequency of good players in the field, but in general, I wouldn't really worry about it too much. I just view it as a new tournament, and I hop back in. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the first ever Ask PokerStaples. We'll continue to develop this. If you want to get in touch with the show, hashtag Ask PokerStaples on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or in the YouTube comments, whichever you'd like. And we'll do this once a week. So yeah, fire some questions away. Thank you guys so much for watching. Should be back to some vlogging and some poker content soon. I'm just sick of you guys, okay? So stay tuned. Thank you so much. See you next time.